Now, welcome to the spoiler portion of Your Name. So, hope you guys, go catch the film, and now you can able to, kind of sit down and kind of just, kind of get yourself thinking about all of the story plot and stuff like that. That is Your Name. So, kind of going over again with the overview. So, story features Mitsuha and Talky, who live in different parts of Japan. Not too far from each other, but kind of far. Still distant nonetheless. And they somehow switch bodies every time they go to sleep after seeing the comet all at the same time. And I thought, again, I thought it was a very interesting way of, telling a story. And it was just an interesting way of doing a body swap kind of storytelling. I never really got to understand how this whole thing is happening. There's no real clear explanation as to why it's happening. It's kind of just one of those things that are up to the viewer's interpretation, whether it's scientific or some kind of fantasy based. That comment really didn't do anything else other than, well, I'll probably explain that later in this video, but never really fully explained or clearly explained why this whole thing is happening in the first place. So I guess it's just all up to the your guys' interpretation, or what do you guys think why it's happening and stuff like that. It's up to you guys kind of come up with a clever way of why it is all happening. But nonetheless, the body swap happens, and they kind of go back and forth, helping each other out with each other's lives. And so Talky kind of goes through the dating phase of his life and dates someone older than him at work. It was unsuccessful because Mitsuha, those times that she swapped into his body, kind of came out as a nicer person. Much more calm, reserved, I guess, and a little more charismatic than Talky would be. And Talky, he's kind of like rowdy. Of course, he's a guy, so he's kind of more assertive, out there kind of thing. And he does get help. He does help Mitsuha get popular at her school. Kind of very interesting. And so that brings up a lot of the funny humor, including like all the body parts that they're feeling each other, and Talky always feeling her Mitsuha's chest every time they switch, and and Mitsuha, of course, being surprised by all the private parts, and yeah, there's a lot of humor between that, and the supporting cast, of course, was very interesting. There's a little subplot of Mitsuha's friends, kind of acting like a couple, but they kind of deny it. That kind of thing is really cool. And this kind of becomes like a dream, so it does get a little confusing in a way as you go deeper into the movie. So every time they come back to their bodies, they're kind of just kind of forgetting of what happened and stuff like that. So that's why they help each other write down stuff, and including the things that they've done for them and all the actions they've done in those bodies. So that way they can kind of update themselves and keep each other from causing any suspicious things between their friends. And so again, it's a very interesting way to tell a story. And Mitsuha, excuse me, believes the same way pretty much eventually. And so, Talky goes to the tree where Mitsuha and her family left the sake, as Mitsuha is a miko, a shrine priest that creates sake, from her mouth and stuff like that. And it's kind of like a very traditional way for the Japanese, very traditional. So not everyone does it. It's a very small little thing, but I believe it's called kuchikami sake. So yeah, so he goes to that tree, drinks the sake that she made, in hopes of connecting her to her again, because it doesn't happen eventually. So the body swapping stops. So he drank that to make it happen, hopefully. And yeah, so it happened again, fortunately, and they were able to meet eventually. And he tells her about the meteor and all, and excuse me, and they try to write each other's names down on each other's palms so they can remember someday. But Talky instead wrote "I love you" in Japanese. So yeah, so a very, very romantic thing for this film. And eventually Mitsuha was able to, successfully evacuate everyone about the meteor, so that, whenever it blows up, everyone's all safely evacuated. And of course there's some obstacles with her father and stuff like that, and don't want to give say too much about it. But yeah, she was able to evacuate them, and everyone survived. So so that timeline, so that part of that old little timeline was kind of erased in a way, and Mitsuha and the others were able to live on. So eventually, years later, Taki and his friends are out of high school and they're looking for a job. Well, Taki is looking for a job. His friends already have found him, I think. So he's just kind of going through that phase of life, kind of like me. And eventually, they were able to somehow, see each other, in different trains as they parallel with each other. So Taki and Mitsuha, because of the whole fading memory thing, couldn't exactly remember each other, but they, felt that they met each other before, so they they went out their way to go find each other, and they eventually did. And another heartfelt moment, and they asked each other for their name, hence the name, your name. So that's where the phrase comes from, the title. And yeah, that's pretty much all the important bits of the movie. There's a lot of twists, and I really enjoy those twists. And there's even there's even explosions and all that stuff. Really enjoyed the quote unquote action that was in the movie. And there are some very interesting symbolisms, including the writing on the hand and writing down the notes, the red ribbon, all that stuff. And yeah, I believe that's pretty much it for any spoilers worth mentioning that I kind of wanted to talk about. So if you guys want to talk about anything else about your name, leave them down below. Love to check them out. Thank you guys for tuning in for my spoiler portion of your name, and hope you guys enjoy the movie. Hope you guys enjoy the English dubbing. I'll probably eventually try to go watch the Japanese dub sometime down the road. But anyways, if you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff. Share the video and stuff like that. It really helps out as always, and I highly appreciate it. So next time, hopefully I'll come around to review some anime and stuff like that I would love to talk about, including Pokemon Sun and Moon and a couple others. So anyways, again, thank you guys so much for the spoiler portion of your name. Hope you guys enjoy the film, and hope you guys enjoy the video as well. I'll see you guys next time. Sean out.